In this video, we'll count down 5 regrets most people face at the end and 1 step you can take today to avoid them. Number 1 is waiting for happiness. Why do we keep postponing happiness, thinking it will finally arrive once we hit this milestone? You tell yourself, I'll be happy once I hit a 10K month, quit my job, or move to that city. But every time you get close, the finish line just shifts, right? And here's the thing, every study on happiness shows the same pattern, that after each goal, your baseline mood just resets, right? So if happiness is always after, it never stays. Happiness isn't something that we stumble into. It's a muscle that we have to train. Training it feels very, very uncomfortable, yeah? It means saying no to what drains us, even when it upsets somebody, even somebody we care about, right? It means having hard conversations instead of letting resentment grow. And it means noticing the small good things in our day, even when the big picture still feels unfinished. When we postpone happiness, life turns into this endless climb, by the time we finally stop to look around, years have just passed. And the joy we thought would greet us at the top, it never really arrives. Instead of tying it to a milestone, I want us to try this one thing, yeah? Pick one thing today, something so small, something that makes life feel lighter. Block an hour for a walk without your phone, yeah? Or say no to that one project that you dread. Those tiny choices, they're like reps, yeah? They build the muscle so you don't keep waiting for someday. Happiness isn't at the finish line. It's something you train daily by saying no, facing hard conversations, and noticing the climb instead of waiting for the summit. Number 2 is letting friendships die. Why do we assume the friendships that matter most will take care of themselves? How many are fading while we are focused elsewhere? Think about the last time you texted that friend who used to feel like family, the one who you were sure you'd go the distance with, yeah? Maybe you keep saying, we'll catch up soon, when time allows, when I'm less busy. But months go by, and then years, yeah? Until the only updates that come through are from Instagram or secondhand, like you hear it from somebody else, yeah? Busy seasons make it easy to default to rest over connection. We tell ourselves we're too drained to call, and because friendships don't demand as much as relationships do, we assume they'll wait. But those windows close slowly at first, and then all at once. At the end, people don't talk about milestones. They grieve the love and relationships that they let slip. And it's really a big fight that ends those bonds, yeah? It's just this slow neglect until one day there's nothing left to revive. Here's something to try so that we avoid this happening, yeah? Pick one friend, just one friend, right now, yeah? Send a 30-second voice note. No plan, no prep, no pressure. Just a simple, hey, I'm thinking of you. Most of the time, that's what it takes to keep the thread alive. Number 3, suppressing feelings to keep the peace. So how much of your life have you spent holding back anger, pain, or needs just to avoid conflict? Yeah, I'm so guilty of this. What would happen if you started saying what's true, like what's on your mind, really, really on your mind? You smile through a conversation, even when you're seething, you're boiling inside, telling yourself, it's not worth it, I'll let it go. But weeks later, the same pattern happens, and you're quietly still boiling. Avoiding hard conversations feels safe in the moment, yeah? But over time, silence turns into this heavy weight. Unspoken frustration builds into bitterness, yeah? Sometimes it even shows up physically, You end up getting these random headaches, stomach issues, exhaustion, anxiety. Speaking honestly can feel so risky in the moment, yeah? It might even upset someone, or even end a relationship. But avoiding it comes at a bigger cost: your own emotional and mental health. When you start saying what's true, one of two things happens. The relationship grows stronger because it adapts, or it ends because it can't adapt. Either way, you stop carrying this heavy burden alone. If a big confrontation feels overwhelming, just start small. Write down one sentence about how you actually feel. Don't send it yet. Just see it on paper. Then when you're ready, share it calmly. Often, it's usually much less explosive than we fear. Number 4 is working so hard you miss your actual life. What if all those extra hours chasing more money are costing you the very moments you'll one day wish you had back? It starts with, I'll just do this for a couple of years, then I'll finally relax. But 2 years can very easily turn into 5 and into 10. Birthdays missed, dinners skipped, kids growing up while you're stuck on your laptop. Bronnie's patients, especially men, us guys, almost all share the same big regret. They traded time with family for years on the work treadmill. Most of us assume we need more income than we actually do. So we just keep working, telling ourselves there's no other option. And because we never really set a clear freedom number, which is the amount we truly need to feel safe and secure, work just keeps expanding until it eats and consumes everything, And the danger is, by the time we notice, those years they're just gone for good. Quick check: how much do you actually need each month to cover life and save a bit? Not the Instagram version, just yours, Write that number on a sticky note. Put it on your desk, It's a reminder that enough actually exists and that work doesn't have to just keep swallowing up your whole life. Number 5, not living a life true to yourself. So how many of your dreams are sitting on the shelf because of fear, doubt, or the weight of others' expectations? You keep telling yourself that one day I'll finally try that thing, but another year slips by. And the truth is, it's not just time you're losing, it's belief, Bronnie found this was the most common regret. Dying with dreams unfulfilled because people lived for approval, not alignment. Fear of judgment or failure convinces us to wait until we are more prepared, until people understand, until the fear just magically disappears. But it doesn't. Every year we delay, the gap between the life we want and the one we're living gets much wider. Start with one step that feels almost embarrassingly small. List just 3 dreams that matter the most to you, Then pick one and write down what the first 7 days of trying it might actually look like. But here's the thing. There are lessons that most people only learn well into their 30s, And knowing them right now can save you years of just wasted time. So watch this next video to hear the 10 things that I wish I knew in my 20s so you can start living the life you actually want right now.